Today I want to talk about 4 things that I want you to do every day. Now, I've talked about these 4 things before, but these concepts literally changed my life entirely. And I can't, talk about this stuff enough because every question that I get, when I talk to producers or I talk to upcoming artists or whatever it is that they're, asking, it always seems to fall back on these same 4 things. I just want to talk about these 4 things. I want to talk about this stuff a little bit with you guys today because I do think that this stuff is really going to help you. It's really going to be an eye-opener, I think, and give you, some real results. You're probably wondering, like, yo, where are you right now? So I'm actually inside of my virtual reality house. If you've been following me on social media, you know that I spent the past few months building my own virtual reality house / studio. And it's actually, really crazy. I'm super happy with it. I'm in the lounge right now. As you can see, my logo up there, the Illmind logo on top, and then the RMG logo on the bottom. That stands for Romeo Music Group. But I'm going to be doing a lot of content in here. We're going to be hanging out in here a lot. I'm actually doing a podcast later on today that I'm excited to show you guys. And it's all happening in here in this virtual reality house. So I want to hang out here by the fire a little bit and start this conversation. So do these 4 things every day. So you're probably wondering, okay, what are these 4 things? So let's talk about it. All right. While we look at the mountains of Rivendell. Okay, so first, before we jump into this, you guys know I haven't been on YouTube in a minute. I've been on Twitch for a while, but I'm back here on YouTube to do some content with you guys. I've been getting hit up like so much, like every day, DMs, emails, all that stuff, and I really just want to start responding to all these inquiries from you guys. And again, my mission is always just to do stuff, learn from that stuff, screw up 90% of the time, but then the stuff that I do learn along the way, I love to pass that information along to you guys. So today is going to be kind of the first of doing that more often on YouTube. So definitely hit the subscribe button and follow me here on YouTube so you can get these alerts. I'm going to be doing a lot more of these videos in the future. So let's jump right in. Do these 4 things every day. So what are the 4 things? So I'm basically going to start. So the acronym that we're going to follow today for the 4 components is actually BLAP, believe it or not, right? I'm going to clap it up. You guys already knew that. BLAP. The B, the L, the A, and the P actually stand for something. And we're going to go over those individually. So let's start with the B in BLAP. So the B in BLAP stands for belief. Okay, so belief is actually the first component to the 4 things that I want you to do every day. So what does belief mean? Well, anything that you jump into, anything that you decide to do, whether it's at your day job or a hobby or something fun, or really any decision that you make in that moment, in that day, you have to incorporate some type of belief in it. And when I say belief, I'm talking about like a true deep-rooted belief in what you're about to do, right? And it could be small, right? I'll give you an example. I believe that tomorrow morning I will wake up, I'll go to the kitchen, and I'm going to make the best cup of coffee I've ever had. Right. And and I know that's a weird example, but that's a simple example of having true belief in something and then executing it because you believe in it. Right. Even though it's relatively easy to execute and a small thing, it's something you believe. It's something that you feel is important. It's something you enjoy. So, I'm not able to make that coffee that day until I believe that I could. And my belief gave me that clarity and that fuel to go ahead and execute that, right? So belief is the first sort of step to the decision-making process every day. I'll give you another example, right? I wake up and I say, I believe that I will make an amazing beat today, right? Shout to all the music producers that are watching this right now. I believe that I will create an amazing instrumental, an amazing beat today. And, you know, when you say it out loud, when you feel it, you know, in your gut, and you really have that true belief, you know, I know you know what I'm talking about. Like, you know, you ever have those moments where like you really believe something and then it just feels so good to go and execute it. And then you do it and you look back and you're like, wow, like, you know, I actually did the thing that I believed that I can. And so, you know, it's no different than, you know, when you're a creative, when you're a music producer, you have to believe in the art that you make. Believe I'm going to make an amazing piece of music. Believe I'm going to make a really fire beat today. And, you know, once you instill that belief inside of you, that's really just, there's no turning back. It's the fuel in the car that drives the car forward, and you need that, you know. And without belief, you're blinded. Without belief, you're stagnant. Without belief, without gas in the car, you literally can't move, right? And if you can't move, then it's impossible to execute your belief and execute whatever it is you want to execute that day. So belief, first thing, right? So really, you know, look deep inside of you and really just like feel that energy, feel that belief. If it excites you, then it's a lot easier to instill that belief, and because that's the driving force that'll move you forward. So the second thing that I want you to do every day is, and we're going with BLAP, B-L-A-P. So B is belief. The next letter is L, and that stands for love, right? So love, belief, and then love. So what is love? Well, you know, love is a very, let's move over here because it's fucking fire over here in this. I love this living room. Love is many things, you know. It's an age-old concept. It's an age-old energy. There's, you know, thousands of songs that talk about love, but when I refer to love in terms of what we're talking about today, I'm talking about instilling and injecting like a true love for the thing that you're about to do, right? When you believe in it, you have the fuel to move it forward and to execute. When you inject love into it, you become a better performer at whatever it is that you're gonna do. You start to become more excited for the thing that you're about to do. And let's be real. I mean, the work ethic and the result are 5, 10, 15, 20x better when you inject love and when you put love into your action. The results are just so much more refined, so much better, so much more satisfying, so much more gratifying. You know, the list goes on. So love, putting love into whatever it is that you're about to do is just such an amazing way to increase the chances of you doing that thing even more, right? So not only do you have the fuel now with belief, right? Now you have the gas in the car. Now you're ready to go. Like if you hit that gas pedal, you're gonna move. And then you put love into it. Now you have that magical energy that will a performer. It will help you to overcome you know, the negativity. It'll help you overcome whatever roadblocks you might experience along the way. It's the ultimate best friend for you. Love. Put love into it. And you guys know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. When you put love into a thing, it just feels better. It looks better. It sounds better. It's people can notice it, right? You know when they say when you have, I'll give you an example, when you have like a good meal, right? If you're at a restaurant, or if you're at your mom's house, your grandma's house, and they're throwing down in the kitchen and they're making an amazing meal for you, they say, you know, wow, I can taste the love that you put in this food. And it's really true. It's really true. You know, you put love into the effort, into the food, and the food's going to be that much better. And the people that consume the food will enjoy that food even more, right? And it's the same with music. It's the same with music. You know, you put love into the beat you're going to make, or the melody that you're going to put together, or the phone call that you're about to make, right? This is not just about creating stuff. This is also about your everyday little actions, right? So love, put love into the thing. And I think a great way to access love into a particular thing that you want to do is with excitement, right? It's easy to put love into something that you're excited about. Okay, so belief, right? Belief is first. That's your fuel in the car. You're ready to go. You have the gas. You believe in it. You're gonna go do it. L, love. Put the love into it. That's your ultimate fuel. Again, it's fuel too, but it's the ultimate sort of driving force to increase the chances of whatever it is you're about to do to actually happen. So the next thing, the third thing that, again, let's stay focused. 4 things I want you to do every day. This is number 3. Okay. The third thing, I'm going to change my position here. The third thing is the letter A, right? We're spelling BLAP, B-L-A-P. The letter A. And A stands for action, right? So the action part is the obvious thing. But for a lot of people, it's the most difficult, right? Taking action, right? If you don't take action on your belief, if you don't take action on your idea or the song you want to produce or whatever it is you want to do, it's never going to happen, right? You know, all this stuff about the law of attraction, and if you think about it, it will happen. Well, that's part of it, but without action, nothing happens, right? So action is the actual energy. It's the stuff that we have to do in the physical world. That's funny that I say physical world while we're in this virtual reality world, right? But action is the probably the most important component to this acronym, action. So take action in what you're doing, right? I want to make that cup of coffee tomorrow morning. Well, I have to physically get out of bed. I have to physically walk over to the coffee machine, turn it on, make water, and make sure there's coffee in there. And I have to physically go do that. And without taking action, getting up and doing it, it's going to be pretty much impossible to make that cup of coffee happen. So take action, get up, go do it, hit the gas pedal, okay, and drive the car. Move forward, right? You have the belief, you have the fuel, you have the love, right? The component that will increase your chances of doing a good job. And then you take action, right? The A. Take that action, move it forward, hit the pedal in the car, and make moves, right? You have all these people out here talking about they're making moves. Are they? Right? A lot of people talking out here, but who's taking action, right? So you want to be the one that talks about it, but also takes action. So belief, love, action, and then the final component of, again, let's go back, the 4 things that I want you to do every day with everything that you do. Let's go to the pool for this one, shall we? It's a good view back here. The 4th thing that I want you to do: belief, love, action, and the last thing is positivity. Positivity, right? You know what? For this one, let's go over to my museum. This is my museum room. I got all my plaques from real life, scanned them in. Got my Grammys in here, some NFTs, timeline. So these are some cool NFTs I have as well. Positivity. Positivity is so crucial. So crucial. When you approach any scenario, any type of action, any decision that you want to make, right? And whether that's small or big, feeling positive, feeling abundant, feeling like this is going to be okay, feeling like the beat I'm going to make is going to be an amazing beat, feeling like that cup of coffee I'm going to make is going to be so amazing and the perfect temperature, and it's going to just set my mood for the whole day. These are positive reinforcements. These are things that these are thoughts in your mind that are positive, that are sort of creating the mood, creating the scene of what's about to happen. And that's extremely important, right? It's like a movie, right? It's like you can have amazing actors, you can amazing cameras, real good quality props, you have the whole thing. But the positivity part is the actual, framework of the entire scene. And if we're feeling negative, then the framework is off. The scene is off. The background is crappy. The actors are crappy. Everything, nothing is the way you want it to be. And with positivity, when you give yourself that positive reflection, and when you create this habit of positive thoughts, you give yourself an even more increased chance of whatever it is you're about to do to actually happen, right? And there's books and podcasts and unlimited resources on positivity, how to create a habit of becoming more positive about certain things. And part of that positivity is also perspective, right? There's a positive thing and a negative thing about everything, right? It's like, I'll give you a positive thing. We're in this room right now, right? I have all these plaques. I have these Grammys here. It's crazy. And guys, trust me, like, I say this in the most humble way. Every time I step in here, right? Even in real life, like I have these hung up in my studio in real life. I'm humbled by this every day. I look at these plaques and I'm like, holy, how did I get here? This is insane, right? Not many people get to achieve what I was able to so far in my career. And so the positive, there's actually, believe it or not, a negative to that too. Believe it or not, right? And so the negative thing about all these plaques and these Grammys is, oh, I only have 2 Grammys. I should have 4. Or I only have, 30 plaques. I don't have enough. I'm not as good of a producer as this other person has. This other person has 60 plaques and I only have 40 or 30, right? Or, oh, this Russ song only did gold. It should go platinum. It's like actually, as a matter of fact, I think that Civil War already did go platinum, by the way. But regardless, what I'm saying is that it's perspective, right? You can look at any situation or any idea, and you can dig up the negative narration about it, but you can also dig up the positive narration about it. And being positive about what you're about to do or what you're doing, what you're currently doing, is extremely important, because that will give you the clarity, it'll give you the framework, and it'll help you focus on that particular thing that you're trying to do that day, right? So positivity, guys, extremely important. I mean, if I wasn't positive all the time, and I've been thankful enough to train myself and program my brain and train my emotions to recognize more positivity than negativity, then all this Illmind stuff wouldn't be here. I guarantee you that. I would have quit a long time ago. I mean, look at the timeline. 2002 is when I really started. But there was some points here where there wasn't really much going on, right? You have 2012, I have all this stuff going on, but like 2012, I wasn't really getting any major to about 2011. I wasn't really getting major placements yet. It was just a lot of experimentation and a lot of underground stuff. And I had this says major song placement with 50 Cent, make a movie, which is true. That was 2006, but I didn't get like a big payday out of that. I'll tell you how much money I got paid right now. I got, well, I won't tell you the exact figure, but like I got paid less than $10,000 for that, all in. You know what I mean? And you would think that a 50 Cent song would pay you more, but I didn't get paid that much for that. It was a mixtape, so that technically didn't really count as like my breakthrough, but it on the way to lead up to 2012. So you're talking about a 10-year span of struggle, right? And potential for me to think negative thoughts and say I'm not good enough, or I've been doing this so long, and those were the years that I was able to learn so much and train myself to be positive. So positivity is very, very crucial to whatever it is you're doing that day. So let's do a little review. Okay, so Blap, belief, love, action, positivity. Here's my studio. I'm going here. I love these chairs. This is my little morning coffee that I tell you guys I love every day. Gustav Klimt. Belief, love, action, positivity. I am such a big believer that if you incorporate those 4 elements into every action, into everything that you do, every decision you make, even the small ones, guys, the cup of coffee, I'm going to go hang out with my friend, or I'm going to go take my spouse out, or I'm going to enjoy some time with family, or I'm going to go make this beat, or VR house, right? Like, guys, VR house, right? Like, guys, me building this virtual reality house was not easy. It was not cheap. It was not easy. It was high risk. And, but I did it, right? And I incorporated those 4 things. Belief. I believe that I can have my own virtual reality world, right? Love. I inject so much love into here, from the little details of some of my favorite books, right? Donald Passman, All You Need to Know About the Music Business, right? I highly recommend that book. Underneath that, Linchpin, Seth Godin, one of the greatest books ever written about marketing. So I put a lot of love into here. We got pools, we got all this. The decor was very, we were really mindful of this stuff. We got the fireplace. So I inject love into this place, right? Action. I had to take action on this. I partnered up with this company that builds VR worlds, right? They're called M2 Studio. And I found them through my relationship with Spatial, which is the actual platform that I'm on right now that's hosting this VR world that allows for us to do all these cool things, right? So action. I had to take action. I made that call. Our world, who's good at this? World, who's good at this? And what's it going to cost, right? Because I love this and I believe in this and I want to do it. And then positivity. I stayed positive in this entire process, right? Some things didn't go as planned, but we stayed positive as brought us together, and we made this thing a reality, right? In virtual reality. So again, I always use myself as an example here, and I will never try to preach to you guys things that I've never tried or done before. Stuff is real, and you can do it too. Okay, belief, love, action, positivity. Believe in the thing you're gonna do. Put love into the thing that you're gonna do. Take action. Right? press the gas on the gas, press the gas pedal, and stay positive about the entire process. Positivity. You take those 4 things, you put those into what you do, guys, I guarantee you, you're gonna 2x, 5x, 10x your productivity and all the stuff you're doing. All this other stuff that these influencers talk YouTube videos, like, that's cool. But keep it simple. Belief, love, action, positivity. All right, I'm out. I'll see you at the next video. I hope this helped. Leave comments below. Wow, look at me, I'm a real YouTuber. Leave comments below. Let me know what you think. Let's get some conversation going down there. And again, make sure you hit that subscribe, follow button, that bell, so you can get notifications. Like I said, I'm going to be doing this a lot more often with you guys.